Hello there, Cancer, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we're doing your 2022 General Tarot reading. We'll take a look at the overall energies for the year, and then we'll look at each of the 4 quarters to see what is on your path for this next year. And if you're enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, I would really appreciate it if you would consider commenting, or subscribing. Okay, let's get into your reading. So this is, this is an exciting year. 2022 in numerology is a 6 year because 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals 6. So it's a year of expansion. So let's see what you have expanding in your life. It could be in your career, your love life, or just your life in general. Let's see what your first card is. Discovering truth. You stand in the light of truth. I'm getting this sense of you standing in your own light, you standing in your authentic truth. Like putting down, any of the veils that you may have, the facades, like just being really happy with who you are and being willing to just put out your authentic self to others, which only brings you more truth into your own life. Because when we reveal our own truth to others, then they feel more comfortable revealing their own truth to us. Now, in your career sector, milestone. Oh my gosh. I just have this it's just a really exciting energy that I'm getting with the cards so far. We'll go to the tarot, but you could be even making a change in your career sector, going towards something that is more aligned with you spiritually. It's a sense of wanting to do something that is grander than even yourself, like helping your community. It could be helping, your country. It could be helping globally. It's a sense of, just realizing that you have a passion within you. There's something that you may even want to change about the world, and just stepping into that truth and then wanting to change the world or change the situation, whatever it is. So now let's take a look at your romantic relationships, a change in the wind. Once again, like looking at your relationships, this could be your romantic sector, but it can also be all relationships because they're so, intertwined a lot of times. An energy of looking at your relationships and asking yourself, is this person truly aligned with who I am becoming? Is this someone that I want to be with for the rest of my life as I'm making this transformation? I really feel like this is a year where you are transforming. You're becoming more aware of who you are or who you are becoming, which is really, it's not like what you do anymore. It's not about what you do. It's about who you are becoming, who you are, destined to become. Stepping into that alignment with your soul path and making the changes in your life that you need to make in order to be able to do that. Okay, so now we're going to go to the tarot. I'm first going to use the animal spirit cards. We're going to have one for each of the 4 quarters, and then we'll go to the tarot for some more details. So let's take a look. I'm going to kind of like lay them out, and then we'll come back and talk about them once I clarify everything. But I'll kind of talk about them a little bit as we go. So the first quarter, this is January, February, and March. We have Wombat Spirit. Be at home. I'm getting a sense that you're going to start feeling more at home with who you are. Once again, it's just that sense of, being happy with who you are, of who you are becoming, of what it is that you want to do in this world, and no longer wanting or caring so much about, what other people think about that. Getting really deep with yourself about, who is it that I want to be? What is my authentic truth? And how can I step into that? Sometimes that's really hard. The first step is to be at home with yourself, to be able to be by yourself and be really happy with who you are. So the second quarter, so this is April, May, and June, dog spirit, be loyal to what you love. Once again, it's that sense, and Cancer, you're very much of a family oriented sign. There's a change in the wind. There could be people in your life that when you're stepping into your truth, one of the things is that one of the first things you may kind of drop away is people pleasing, because you're stepping into who you are and you're not as concerned about pleasing others. And that can be kind of difficult for the people that are around you because they're used to you, pleasing them, saying yes to everything that they want you to do. And so it's be loyal to what you love. And loyalty is different than just pleasing, right? Loyalty means that you are discussing your truth, being honest with, the people in your life, the relationships that you have. Being honest. And it doesn't mean that you have to be, brutally honest or tactless, but it is about stepping into your truth and not just telling them what it is that they want to hear. And sometimes that means that people will fall away from you, but this is also a sense of you finding out who is loyal to you. And then in the third quarter, cow spirit, the miracles are endless. Yes, see, when we step into our authentic self and we own it, then all of a sudden what we find is that we're surrendering to the journey. And when we surrender to the journey, it's like everything abundantly comes to us. It's a lovely energy. And seahorse spirit, watch and wait. And I get a sense that you're watching and waiting for this beautiful abundance to come in. Like you realize you don't have to take so much action anymore. Really interesting. On the bottom is horse spirit. Freedom is yours. When you step into your authentic truth and you don't, it's not that you don't care what others think, because, we can say that, but we know that there is some part of us that wants other people to like us. But when you accept yourself and you own yourself and you're fine with who you are, and you focus on that instead of focusing on external validation from other people, what happens is that, the world suddenly opens up to you because you realize you're not walking on eggshells anymore. You're not trying to figure out what do other people want from me. All you're focusing on is what do I have to offer to the world? What can I create today? Who can I love? Who can I share my abundance and joy with? And aligning with your purpose. Wow, it's such a lovely feeling. I hope you can feel it because it's really incredible. Okay, so we're going to do one tarot card for each of these, and then we'll come back and clarify. So with the wombat spirit, look at this. You have the Wheel of Fortune, Cancer. It's such a lovely energy. Once again, I just feel like the key takeaway for this year for you is learning to truly accept yourself for who you are and stepping into your truth, and then just aligning with it, and just, no excuses. No excuses. This is who I am. Really nice. Okay, with the dog spirit, we have the Chariot. There you go. Your spirit, the Chariot, a sense of victory, of understanding, that loyalty, loyalty is so much deeper than that, that surface level people pleasing type thing, right? Loyalty is standing behind somebody in good and bad, of realizing that, there's so much more to that deeper connection than just trying to keep everybody happy on the surface level. And then in the third quarter, strength. So far, all major arcana. Cancer, you have a great year ahead. So you're going to need some courage. You have the strength. The miracles are endless. I just feel like it's taken a lot of courage for you to step into this authentic self. It's difficult for everybody, but I think that you may have had, I don't see a lot of trials and tribulations here. You may have had in the past trials and tribulations of trying to step into your authentic self. And now it's kind of like you've hit some gateway. You're walking through this portal, if you will, of being your authentic self. And it's like the universe is just showering blessings down upon you. Oh my gosh, I'm just like blown away. Knight of Pentacles. This has taken a very long time to come into fruition. I don't know if I've ever had another reading where it starts off with the Wheel of Fortune and ends with the Sun. It's just absolutely beautiful. Cancer, I'm just totally blown away. And you saw me shuffling everything on camera, so it's not even, I couldn't even make this up. Just a beautiful energy of the wheel at the very beginning of the year is turning for you. It's almost as if, New Year's Eve, the ball or whatever, the countdown happens, and it's almost as if this whole new chapter opens up for you. And it's so much progress. It's so much abundance, so much joy. The light is shining. I feel like the spotlight is shining on you. It's as if the universe has, looked down upon you and said, oh my gosh, this year is for Cancer. I can't even shuffle. I'm just so blown away. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some, I'm not even sure we need to clarify this, but we will. With the Wheel of Fortune, what do we have here? Tower, the Sun, oh my gosh, 9 of Wands, Page of Wands on the bottom, inspiration. It has been a long journey. You have the 9 of Wands here. This is the wounded warrior. The dawn, the cool thing about the 9 of Wands is it's like you're standing and you can see the dawn, the sun rising in the horizon. The light of the sky behind her is starting to brighten, right? And it's almost as if you suddenly, once again, I think it's like the ball drops on New Year's Eve. It hits midnight and, it's like this epiphany, this tower is kind of like, wow. It's just a bolt of lightning, literally. And then you have the sun. I mean, you have the sun at the beginning of the year. You have the sun at the end of the year. It's as if this whole light, the sun shines for you. I'm so happy for you, Cancer, because I know from doing your readings in 2021, you have had some difficult obstacles, but you've obviously learned those lessons. You have done the inner child work. You have looked at your shadows. You have done all the work, and this is the universe. This is spirit just saying, you deserve every bit of this. And so just enjoy. I really feel there's not even like a sense of needing to take action. On the bottom, we have the Knight of Pentacles. This has been a slow journey, but it's almost like savor this moment. Savor this year. Because it's almost like the reward. I feel like this milestone is like your reward for all the hard work that you have done. So let's see what we have with the Chariot. Oh my goodness, 7 of Wands here. Yeah, getting on top of any conflict, any confusion. So we have the Dog, which is the loyalty, and then the Chariot. So you're making fast progress, victory in all areas of your life. I really feel like that. There's things you haven't seen. You've had to balance. I feel like a lot of you may have had to balance between like maybe the dream world and reality, between 3D and 5D, you know, balancing between career and family, lots of balancing that you've had to do this last year. You know, I said earlier something about walking on eggshells. It's almost like 2021 was maybe a year where you had to kind of walk on eggshells, because you weren't really, I'm getting the sense that you weren't really sure where, like, the mines were, you know, in a field. And so tiptoeing, like you almost had to tiptoe through 2021. What you didn't realize was that the divine was with you. They knew the plan. They knew that all you had to do was kind of like tiptoe through 2021, and then you were going to get to this beautiful year. And look at what we have, the Lovers. You know, there's a change in the wind here. On the bottom, we have mending. I feel like there could be, you know, somebody from the past, and it doesn't have to be a romantic connection. It could be a family connection of some sort. I know this energy for you has come up a lot in 2021. It's this energy of, you know, everything that you have been hoping for, dreaming of, wishing, even if you didn't want to admit it out loud, it's kind of like it's all coming to fruition. The Lover's card too is the old choice card. It's about making choices that are good for you, that are aligned with your truth, speaking your feelings, your emotions, and getting into that alignment. And with that comes these deep connections to others, romantically, in friends, in family, in coworkers. It's this sense that you just feel so loved in such a deep way that, you know, this loyalty, dogs are so loyal, right? It's kind of like, it does not matter what kind of a day I've had. When I come home to Maggie, right, she's always happy to see me. And, you know, it's just that unconditional love. And I feel like that is the sense that you are going to come into this year, is realizing that there are people in your life that just absolutely love you for who you are becoming, and you don't have to worry anymore about pretending to be somebody else, to putting on a facade, to trying to please others. It's like, no, these people really love me for who I am. And it doesn't mean that some people might not fall away, but the people that are left, you're going to understand that they just are embracing you in such a loving way. Okay, so let's see. This just gets better and better. I'm a Gemini. I want to switch. I want to be Cancer. Here's your energy on the bottom. Just coming into that sense of just love and joy, having the strength to endure whatever you had to endure. The miracles are endless. You realize that, you know, part of the journey sometimes is having the grace and the gratitude to get through difficult times, taking the high road, making choices that are good for you, but also choices that don't hurt others. And I feel like that's taken a lot of strength. It's taken a lot of courage for you to do that. There could have been situations in your life in the last year, or even the last 3 years, where you could have made choices that could have helped you, but also would have hurt somebody else. And you didn't do that. You know, like, kudos to you. This is like all your good karma is coming back to you this year. It's this sense of you've done the right thing, and because of that, you were just being showered. You know, I'm looking at this cow, and it has the flowers on the, you know, like a crown of flowers, if you will, right? And flowers always to me are just like blessings. It's like there's so many blessings, like the blessings are falling off of this cow. It's just such a wonderful energy. The Empress, the Queen of Wands, the Six of Swords. You know, you have the energy, the inspiration, the confidence, the vitality to start new things in your life right now, and to move on from anything that is no longer serving you, that doesn't align with who you are becoming, whatever your truth is. It's such, I mean, these two cards together are just amazing. For some of you, I do feel like you may be starting new businesses, you could be starting new families, having children, that type of energy, new family situations. Just moving on, having the confidence. I think that's the key. I think, 2021, you were gaining your confidence, but now you have this strength that you understand what you've been through has helped to put you into alignment to having this incredible energy of just realizing who you are and just owning it and just stepping into that energy and moving on from anything that's low vibrational, is no longer going to be on your radar. You're just like not even putting any time or energy to it. What a lovely energy. Okay, so now let's check out this sun at the end of the year. What do we have here? The Knight of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Three of Wands. Oh my gosh, this is just so lovely. Okay, so we have the Four of Pentacles, which, is a sense of holding on, of being grateful for all of the abundance that you have coming your way. Three of Pentacles, working with others. King of Pentacles here. King of Pentacles, is wealth, is grounded energy, is this sense of, like takes care of family, that, is considered a good spouse, that type of energy. It's about protecting yourself, protecting the ones that are in your life that you love and that are loyal and loving to you. The Sun. Okay, once again, I cannot... You have the Wheel of Fortune and the Sun at the beginning of the year and the Wheel of Fortune and Sun at the end of the year. It's coming in. It's coming in with a lot of passion, a lot of excitement, a lot of action. You have been waiting for a long time. Three of Wands. You've manifested this because you put it out into the universe. And then you aligned yourself with who you are. And, there is, I get this sense, we don't have the Judgment card. We don't have Justice here. I get this sense, though, that there's this overwhelming sense of good karma. Like you've done the right thing. And there could be others in your life that did not do the right thing, that perhaps, weren't loyal to you, that, stabbed you in the back or, betrayed you in some way. That energy is not here. Like I feel like you probably have dismissed those people from your life in order to live your more authentic, true self. And, I don't think that you did it, when I say dismiss, I think you did it in such a graceful way. It took a lot of strength. It took a lot of courage to let those people go and to let them go in a kind and caring way. And, that does not mean if somebody did you wrong that you have to be nice to them, right? But it's not that, there a kind and caring way is where you don't gossip about them. You don't wish them harm or pain. Like you ended it in your own way, and you may not have said it to them, but you said it to the universe. I do wish them well. And when you did that, you did it out of grace and gratitude for the lessons that person was bringing into your life. As painful as those lessons may have been, they put you onto this path that is bringing you this incredible abundance. And I really do feel like you have freed yourself. Freedom is yours. You have freed yourself from, those toxic people, those toxic situations in your life that were holding you back. Wow, really wonderful. Okay, so let's get some advice from the universe. I don't know. Do we need advice? Very, oh, such a lovely, lovely energy. I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. Wow. And that just is about aligning with your truth, aligning with your purpose, aligning yourself to love and the connectedness of being with other souls, of being with, the collective, of understanding your part in all of it, and being grateful and graceful at the same time. Oh my goodness. I think that you have been on quite the spiritual journey in 2021. And I think you're kind of coming into this sense of understanding why it all had to happen. I know a few years ago I had that epiphany, and you have the tower moment at the beginning of the year. It's like there could be some event that happens right around the first of the year, or maybe even happened around the holiday season or something, where you have this epiphany where it's kind of like you see people's situations, you see the love in them. Like you're not looking at things through the lens of fear. You're looking at things through the lens of love and how we're all connected. And it's like you see it. And once you see it, it's like you cannot unsee it. And now you're kind of like really excited, almost like you want to share that with the rest of the world. Really lovely. Okay, so for your soul truth, what am I grateful for right now? I really do feel like there's this sense of being extremely grateful for what you have and what you are about to receive. So it says, adopt an abundance mindset. Gratitude is the antidote to all problems. It is impossible to be fearful and grateful at the same time. Gratitude improves our health, opens our heart, changes our state. Close your eyes, put your hand on your heart, and think of 3 things for which you are grateful today. Notice the abundance growing within you. And I feel like this is possibly something that you really worked on in 2021. If you do not have a gratitude journal, I really highly recommend it. At the end of every day, as I get into bed, I have my gratitude journal right next to my bed on my nightstand. And I write down 3 things that I'm grateful for that day and why. Because the and why part really helps to hone it in to the feelings, the emotions that it brings with it. And, it does not matter. You can have a day full of traffic and nasty emails or whatever. But at the end of the day, there's always something that I am grateful for. And once you get into that habit, you actually start looking at your life every single moment, being more grateful for what you have at that exact moment, the present moment. You can stay so much more present. And I do feel, once again, you have a lot to be grateful for. It is a year of abundance for you. You have the sun and the wheel at the beginning and the sun and the wheel at the end. It's just a beautiful year. Wow, Cancer. I am so excited for you. I do wish you much love and light this entire year and always. And if you have connected with this reading, I would really appreciate it if you would like, comment, or subscribe. And I hope to see a lot more of you in 2022. Happy New Year. Bye for now.